Bad news today out of Hollywood. The beautiful Lisa Marie Presley is in critical condition in the ICU on life support and in a medically induced coma after apparently suffering a cardiac arrest in her home this morning. Lisa Marie Presley is in the intensive care unit on life support with a temporary pacemaker after suffering cardiac arrest. Our sources say Lisa Marie is in an induced coma and in critical condition. TMZ broke the story. Lisa Marie was in full cardiac arrest Thursday morning before paramedics arrived. We're told her housekeeper found Lisa Marie unresponsive in her bedroom, and just as the housekeeper made that discovery, her ex-husband, Danny Keogh, with whom Lisa Marie lives, returned home from taking their kids to school. He administered CPR until paramedics took over. They gave her at least one ephedrine shot and her pulse was restored. She was then rushed to a nearby hospital. Sources say Lisa Marie had complained early Thursday morning of stomach pains that got more and more intense. The source wanted to make clear this was not a suicide attempt. This is not a good news story at all. No one knows how long she was unresponsive. No one knows how long she was in cardiac arrest. Of course, every minute that you're in cardiac arrest, you lose 10% of your brain function because your brain's not getting oxygen. They can get your heart started within 5-10 minutes of you being in cardiac arrest, but that does not mean that you're going to be able to recover because your brain is basically dead from lack of oxygen. So, not good news for Lisa Marie. I don't want to equate this to whether or not she got the COVID shot, but it seems like there's an awful lot of people dropping dead here recently, and it's very worrying. I am not one to support conspiracy theories that much. I definitely don't think the Damar Hamlin incident had anything to do with him getting the COVID shot. That was something completely different. He was hit in the chest hard, and it's a well-documented phenomenon for people that get hit in the chest that it can stop their heart. That's definitely, I'm not going to attribute that to any kind of COVID shot, but recently, there was, I believe, a Notre Dame player that dropped dead on his way to his dorm. You got Lisa Marie here, seemingly healthy 54-year-old woman that drops dead in her bedroom after stomach pains. Now, that could be an aortic rupture. That could be something that happened, but they wouldn't have been able to bring her back from that. They would have had to rush her into the hospital, give her emergency surgery, and before they even got her to the hospital, she would have bled out because that aorta that runs through your abdomen is huge, and if it ruptures, you can bleed out within seconds. This picture was from the Golden Globes 2 nights ago. I mean, she looks pretty good for a 54-year-old woman. She's definitely not looking unhealthy in this picture. Here's her mom arriving at the hospital this morning, Priscilla, and she's wearing a mask. And whoever's with her is wearing a mask. I'm not sure if LA has reinstituted its mask mandates, but if the mom's wearing a mask and the gentleman bringing her to the hospital is wearing a mask, then I'm guessing that they probably got the shot. I had to get the shot, which is really starting to freak me out a bit. I had pre-existing health conditions, diabetes. I'm a cancer survivor. So I thought that it was prudent for me to go out and get the shot. I also nearly watched my father die from COVID. I mean, he was in really bad shape. So yeah, I was scared, and I went out and I got the shot. I'm sorry. Felt like it was something that I had to do. I've had COVID since then. I've had COVID 3 times since I've gotten the shot. I never had it before I got the shot. I got COVID after I got the shot, believe it or not. I don't really know if it did me any good. Maybe it kept me from getting really, really sick. Who knows? So here's another article. They've got her in intensive care. They've put in a temporary pacemaker to keep her heart beating, because obviously her heart is not beating well on its own. She's on life support. They haven't said anything about whether she has any brain activity right now. Statement from her mother: my beloved daughter, Lisa Marie, was rushed to the hospital. She's now receiving the best care. Please keep her and our family in your prayers. We feel the prayers from around the world and ask for privacy during this time. Of course, her father famously died from a heart attack on the toilet, but then again, he was loaded with more drugs than any human should possibly have in their system at the time. That could be what attributed to his death. I don't know. They haven't said anything about whether this might have been a drug-related incident. They're saying that it definitely was not suicide. The simple fact that she was suffering from massive stomach pains, that can be a symptom of a heart attack or an impending heart attack. So it's possible that she did suffer a heart attack and went into cardiac arrest. They got to her. They were able to get her heart started again. But like I said, there's no way of knowing how long her heart was stopped. And the longer your heart is stopped, even when you're undergoing CPR, that's your heart is still not pumping blood on its own. CPR is not actually giving you the correct amount of blood that your brain requires, and you're suffering brain damage every minute that your heart is stopped. So let's hope that things work out. Let's hope that she wasn't in cardiac arrest for very long and that she starts showing signs of life, and hopefully she will make a recovery. I hope you liked this video. If you did, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Ring the bell for notifications. Let me know your thoughts in the comments, and I'll talk to you later.